Hello and welcome to another update video about silver, the silver price. We start on the daily chart. We are currently in a wave 2 correction in my opinion. I don't think it's finished yet. Silver is starting to, however, recover a little bit. We take a look at the situation in a minute and take a look at if there is more potential to the upside, and that the overall correction could maybe even be over. And then we take a look here at the however, we start on the daily time frame. We can see that from the low in March 2020 we moved up in a wave 1 all the way to $30 roughly, not quite, and this was wave 1 August 2020, and then we started a larger correction, a WXY correction, and overall this correction should end in the region between $13.70 and $17.50. You can see that we've really only touched the upper zone of this basically support area. It's quite a wide area that is all based on the retracements that are possible for a wave 2, and the fact that in the last potential that silver had to end this correction, it didn't really use it because the move down was then in the end impulsive. So silver didn't really do what it should have done if it had it wanted to finish the correction basically. So this was an unused potential. The potential was there. Market didn't use it and made a lower low. So we have really only touched now the support area. There is still much further potential to the downside. The ideal levels haven't been reached yet. We need to acknowledge that by touching this area, technically the requirements for the correction are done again, and it could now start to move higher. But a few requirements need to be fulfilled to see this correction as complete. At the moment, while a potential is there and we have touched support and we have reacted to a support positively, which you would normally expect when you touch any support level, you would normally see some kind of a counter reaction. This is too early to confirm that the correction is over. So primarily I still have to expect lower prices here. And again, the potential is there, but few things need to happen to see this correction as complete. Now, there is first of all the next resistance, which is here, the level at 1941, 1942. This level needs to be broken first to get a bit of a potential and to get first a little bit of a positive view that this correction could be over. So we need to break that first. That's also where the 50-day moving average is pretty much. It's even a bit lower at $19.20. If we get above that level, we have to move up to the wave X high, and really only a break above that 2084 level will give us much more comfort, and only really then we can see this correction as complete and can confirm that the low is in. But of course we can track the potential earlier and we can talk about the likelihoods. At the moment I would give it a 40% probability that the low is already in. 60% probability is still that we will make another low. The view here from the daily time frame just shows that there is much more potential to the downside now with that latest low. And also we haven't broken any signal or any levels to the upside that would allow us to say that the correction is over. So the next levels I just highlighted are here, that $19.42 level and $20.83. These are the key levels that need to be broken. If we obviously come down and lose, and now I'm going to go to the 4-hour chart, if we come down and lose the previous swing low, which was here at 1782, there's a very good chance that we come down and retest the previous low and that we will also break it and then come down deeper in that area. In here we've got 3 areas which are basically a more likely target. Within this larger area, 3 levels. At each of these levels I would expect strong support, and at least here we have a potential to turn around again. So for anybody who wants some more specific targets, in addition to that larger area here, we've got 1685, we've got 1552 and 1435. So if the market doesn't use any of them, then we'll have a problem and we will have a good chance to come down to $13.70 and even go below that. And yeah, if we then come into the region of $11, then we have another chance to recover. So what I mean is we have here this scenario. If the market doesn't use this scenario and even drop below this $13.70 level, we could come down to around $11 to $10. Yeah, but at the latest here, I would then expect a recovery. But that would really be a very, very bearish scenario. So yeah, at the moment I can't see this over yet. There is a potential, but we need to be open to different possibilities at the moment. So I still expect lower lows at the moment. This can of course change. I have highlighted here on the chart the potential, how a breakout for silver could look like. So yeah, we could, for example, move up now in a 5-wave move in an impulse to maybe the 50-day moving average, or here this resistance level, then come down in a wave 2. To be honest, if we see that this here is evolving as an impulse, I mean, the potential is there. This could become a 5-wave move. Too early to say that. If this is happening and then we see a corrective pullback to make a higher low, you know, that is still a potential entry point. Yeah, one that could confirm that a low is in. At the moment, it's too early to say that. I'll keep you updated about this potential. And then in the next wave, then we should break through ideally these two resistance levels. Yeah, and if we then see only a shallow retracement in a wave 5 and another 5th wave, that is a really, really good confirmation from an Elliott wave point of view. And then if you missed early entries, then there is still a potential to enter after a completed ABC correction. This is what we waited for here, but it didn't become a corrective wave pattern to the downside because we made lower lows. So there was a potential to count this as an impulse here and then a correction down here. But in the end, market didn't use that potential. So it came down, make lower lows. And if you see this 5-wave move complete in the end and then an ABC correction down, that would be on a higher level, then also be an interesting new entry point. I mean, the potential is there, to be honest. On the daily, we've just had a cross to the upside on the MACD. The RSI had also the bullish crossover. I think we talked about that already in the last video. And yeah, the market short term has certainly recovered. The question is now, can we break above these key levels? And nobody will be able to tell you that really. But from an indicator point of view, the daily looks interesting. Yeah, the 2-day potentially as well. If we see here that bullish crossover happen, then we could see a more extensive recovery. The question is only, do we really make it then above that 2083 level? I mean, I see certainly the potential that we could, even in some kind of a corrective recovery here, to break above that 1942 level. But do we really go above 2084? That is the more relevant level, to be honest. So need to keep an eye on that. In addition to that, you can also use here that trend line that might become relevant to the downside. So keep an eye on that. Certainly something to watch out for, even though at the moment we only have 2 touch points. But that's an obvious one. So that could be a third touch point really. Yeah, okay. Yeah, and that's my update about silver. So hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then also check out my main channel, More Crypto Online. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.